Chapter 1. Decide what you really want. Friends, you have immense potential that can enable you to achieve anything you can imagine in life. There's more intelligence and skill within you than you might even realize. Today, you have more opportunities and possibilities than ever before to become wealthy, happy, and healthy. To understand and make the most of these limitless possibilities, your biggest and first responsibility is to form a clear vision in your mind of what you truly want. Once you know exactly who you are, what you desire, and where you want to go, you'll be 10 steps ahead of the average person in reaching your goals. Actually, we all share 4 common core goals. First, to stay fit. Second, to work on something that's fulfilling and pays well. Third, to have meaningful relationships with those we love and respect. And fourth, to be financially stable so that money never becomes a worry. If you rate yourself in each of these 4 areas on a scale from 1 to 10, you'll find that most of your current issues or worries are concentrated in the areas where your score is low. Bringing improvement to these specific areas will lead to rapid growth in your life. You are nature's greatest miracle. You're the product of millions and millions of years of evolution. There's never been anyone exactly like you before, nor will there ever be anyone just like you in the future. In other words, na Buddho, na Bhavishyati, meaning there was no one like you in the past, and there will be no one like you in the future. Your genetic code holds unique and powerful abilities that enable you to excel at certain things. You were born to succeed. Within you lies a deep reservoir of untapped talent and potential. If you decide and commit, you can become anything or do anything, because that capacity already exists within you. But first, it's your responsibility to decide clearly what you really want to become or do, and then dedicate yourself wholeheartedly to becoming or doing exactly that. Imagine, for a moment, that you could do anything. Picture every job and position available to you. Imagine a specific work that you would truly enjoy, something you'd be happy to do every hour and every day. The key to all significant success lies in deciding what specific work gives you genuine joy. Then, find a way to build a fulfilling life around that work. This decision is entirely in your hands. No one else can make it for you. When you engage in something that brings you joy, aligns with your interests, and presents a satisfying challenge, it will always generate a higher income and lead to faster promotions. The truth is, until you find real joy in your work, you won't develop the commitment, enthusiasm, and dedication needed to overcome the difficulties, challenges, and failures that come with any job or career. Chapter 2. Review your options. Once you have a clear understanding of who you are, what you want, and what your goals are in each area of life, you can begin to explore the various paths that will lead you to your destination. Now, you're in a position to determine strategies and methods that will help you achieve your goals according to your schedule. For instance, if you only have one way to complete a task and it works, then great. But if that one option fails, you may find yourself stuck. People who achieve success in life continuously develop and consider multiple options. That way, if one method doesn't work, they have a second or third option ready so that their progress doesn't come to a halt. Successful people always keep several alternatives ready to prevent obstacles from stopping their work or weakening their enthusiasm. If something goes wrong, they don't have to stress too much about fixing it, and they remain calm because they have already anticipated the worst-case scenario and prepared for it. There are ready-made solutions for those situations where you need an immediate plan. If your current goal is to get physically fit, start by listing out specific actions you can begin today to become healthier, stronger, and more energized. The rule of thoughtful action states that quantity serves quality. This means, before starting your journey, explore as many paths as possible to reach your goal. The more options you consider, the easier and more satisfying your journey will be. Keep expanding your scope and avoid getting stuck on the first idea that pops into your mind. Remember that emotions can sometimes interfere with objective judgment. If you become overly emotional at the beginning, it may hinder your path toward a better goal. Imagine yourself as an advisor giving advice to yourself on what goal to choose and the best ways to achieve it. Since you're both the advisor and the one who must act on the advice, stay calm, collected, and objective in your thinking. While there is a time for enthusiasm and commitment, that only comes after you've identified the best path forward. Until then, stay neutral and ensure that you've made a clear decision about your goal. Don't get carried away with initial thoughts. Keep your options open, and remember there might be other, better ways to reach the same goal. Your most valuable asset for reaching any goal is your mind. Everything depends on your ability to think clearly. A significant part of your success relies on determining exactly what your plan is and the type of success you truly desire. Chapter 3 is about writing down your goals. Many people believe that having a clear goal and a positive outlook is essential for happiness and success. Setting a goal is a good start, but it's just the beginning. From there, you have to show yourself and others that you are truly committed to achieving it. In reality, only around 3% of people have a well-defined goal and a written plan to reach it. Only a small percentage of young people work on their necessary goals daily. The most successful people are those who are always thinking about their goals. Most people, on the other hand, have wishes rather than goals. They have hopes, dreams, and fantasies, which I call smoke. They're quick to daydream, but quickly lose focus on the actual task. Your dream home, dream career, dream relationships, and dream job will remain dreams unless you take action. When setting goals, think about both quality and measurable outcomes. Envision how you'll feel once you achieve your goal, and picture the satisfaction and pride you'll experience knowing you accomplished what you set out to do. Feel the joy and excitement as if you've already reached your goal. When defining your goals, include specific numbers and measurable criteria. This will give you a clear benchmark for progress. For example, many people say they want financial freedom, but when asked to define it, they simply say, "I want to be a millionaire." But achieving that is not as easy as it sounds. Financial freedom means having enough wealth so that money is no longer a concern. So what's your number? How much do you actually need? The clearer your goal, the stronger your determination. Chapter 4 is about avoiding shortcuts. The biggest enemy of personal success is the attraction to easy and quick paths. It's like water rushing down a mountain. It naturally takes the easiest path down. Most people prefer the same approach. They want things to come easily and quickly, without much effort. They crave instant results and often aren't ready to work on a long-term plan. However, true success rarely comes from shortcuts. Those who don't want to spend time and effort in carefully planning a solid strategy often seek ways to achieve more with minimal time and effort, opting for an easy or shortcut route. This natural tendency is seen in many people. However, such individuals often either fail or end up with incomplete results, leading to frustration. If you want to stay physically fit, there is only one solution: exercise for at least 200 minutes each week. Exercise includes various types that involve both physical and mental fitness. Move your body up and down, twist and turn it in multiple directions, as yoga exercise defines in many ways. Just as brushing teeth and bathing are necessary, physical exercise must also be a lifelong practice. Similarly, if you want to stay mentally fit to increase your earning capacity, you need to engage in mental work. Regular reading and studying in your field is essential. Keep yourself updated with the latest information about your industry or profession. Listen to educational podcasts instead of radio while in your car, and dedicate more time to your personal and professional development rather than watching television. Sticking to a daily work plan is crucial. The desire to make money quickly and easily has misled many, diverting them from their goals. With much caution, it must be said that hoping to attain something quickly and easily often ends in disappointment. Valuable and great achievements are not easily obtained. Achieving big goals is the result of hundreds or thousands of small efforts. Every major goal is the result of years of hard work and experience. You might read in the news about someone who started a high-tech company or a website like Google and earned a lot of money in a short time. However, such individuals represent less than 1% of the 25 million businesses in the United States alone. They are featured in the news because they are rare. Most wealth is accumulated through hard work, dedication, and years of consistent efforts. This is Chapter 5, Building a Successful Image. If you want to be a highly successful person and wish for others to accept and respect you, then you should present yourself as someone others can admire and connect with. Surprisingly, many people remain unaware of or ignore their outward appearance, holding themselves back for years. No one has taken them aside to tell them that, in terms of earning more or getting promoted quickly, paying attention to their attire and grooming is crucial. Numerous articles and books have been written about the importance of a professional image in business. I myself have studied this subject for years and have taught thousands of men and women about image and dressing. I have witnessed many cases where a slight improvement in personal appearance and grooming has significantly increased their chances of getting a job or a promotion. Your outward appearance greatly affects how far you go and how quickly you reach your goals. People initially judge you based on your attire and appearance. You only get one chance to make a first impression. About 95% of that first impression is based on your physical appearance, including your attire and grooming style, and these fundamental decisions are entirely within your control. Whether you are aware of it or not, each time you decide what clothes to wear and how to present yourself, you are actually thinking about the impression you want to make on the world. You show others how you perceive yourself and send them a message about how they should evaluate you and interact with you. Since you choose your outfit, you are responsible for the message you convey. Communication experts state that people form an impression of you in the first 4 seconds and solidify their opinion in the next 30 seconds. When people meet you for the first time, what kind of impression are you trying to make? Ideally, what kind of impression would you like to create? To improve that first impression, what changes would you prefer to make? You should choose your attire to ensure success in your work and company, and confirm what your industry thinks about this. What is attire? To determine what attire is appropriate, start by observing the top individuals in your company. Look at the pictures of men and women in newspapers and magazines who are being promoted to higher positions with increased salaries and responsibilities. Shape yourself in the mold of such individuals. Emulate those who provide leadership. The rule states that you should always dress as if you are 2 levels above your current position. When you begin to appear like someone in a higher role, it creates a perception among those who determine your future that you are already operating at a higher level. They start to think you are qualified for a promotion. Resolve today that your attire and overall appearance will reflect the success you intend to achieve. Chapter 6. Continuously improve and learn from mistakes. Problems, challenges, setbacks, and injuries are all part of life's normal processes, whether in your personal life, job, or business. Especially when pursuing a new goal or initiative, you may face challenges and obstacles you hadn't anticipated. Some issues may arise that cannot be avoided. What truly matters is your capacity and ability to overcome them. Your success depends on how well you can handle problems and obstacles. According to assessments, the average person faces a crisis every 2 to 3 months, be it a business crisis, financial crisis, family crisis, or any personal crisis. This means that everyone you know is either in crisis, has recovered from one, or is striving to overcome one. Crises do not announce themselves. You cannot predict them. All you can do is face the crisis when it arises and effectively resolve it. Studies have shown that successful business leaders and CEOs share two common traits. First, they possess the ability to work well as a team member. When they started their careers, they made significant contributions in collaboration with others. As they progressed to the role of CEO, they became adept at evaluating team dynamics, identifying capable individuals based on their strengths, promoting them, and leading them toward success. This teamwork led the company to achieve important goals and responsibilities. The second crucial trait found among top leaders is the ability to perform well in times of crisis. Throughout their careers, these leaders have consistently demonstrated impressive skills in overcoming challenges. Researchers have found that while teamwork can be taught in seminars, the ability to recover from crisis cannot be easily taught. A CEO does not learn the art of crisis recovery from a workshop. It is not a theoretical concept that can be explained. The capacity to handle crises is only developed when real crises arise, situations that are unpredictable and challenging. A true leader showcases their abilities in crisis situations. Problems are tests of life that must be passed to move forward. The crises you encounter daily genuinely assess your capacity and productivity. They weigh your character. During these moments, how much courage, patience, wisdom, and foresight you demonstrate will reflect in your performance. As Epictetus said, "Circumstances do not make a person, they reveal him to himself." In times of crisis, everyone watches how you react. Each person becomes a scale and judge, evaluating your role and determining whether you will advance or fall behind. Crisis is a critical time in life. I have worked alongside many presidents and CEOs of major companies for years, coaching and consulting billionaires and trillionaires. I've observed their work closely, and one common trait I found is that when faced with significant crisis, they always stay calm and composed. Think about it with a clear mind, without any distraction. First, gain control over yourself, and then, with a steady and calm demeanor, you can successfully manage crisis. The top leaders I refer to never show anger or agitation. On the contrary, they become incredibly humble and practical. They speak in a polite, grateful manner, saying things like, "Please, thank you," and engage in conversations with everyone in a friendly tone to gather information and facts. After listening to all perspectives, they contribute their thoughts. To develop the ability to face any situation and keep your mind open, you can regularly practice 3 statements. If you cultivate the habit of creating and adhering to these 3 statements during problems and obstacles, correcting mistakes will become easier for you, which is essential for reaching your goals. These 3 statements are as follows. First statement: if you make a decision and then encounter new circumstances or information that suggests your decision was wrong, do not fear or hesitate. Instead, firmly accept. Yes, I was wrong. Once you acknowledge that you were wrong, the situation will change. The energy of the next moment will not be wasted trying to justify that mistake or thinking about whether it was right or wrong. Simply and effortlessly accept that. Yes, I was wrong. And then immediately start improving based on the new information. Second statement: you can say, "I made a mistake," because decisions are not infallible. Therefore, it's possible that your entire life is filled with small and large mistakes. If you willingly accept that your decision may not be correct, the situation will change. Then, new decisions will be made based on new information. Your focus will be on solving the problem, and your time will not be wasted on whether the decision was right or wrong. Third statement: you can affirm, "I have changed my thinking." Throughout your life, whatever decision you make depends on how you think and what experiences you have at that moment. However, after a few hours or days, you might realize that the decision seemed incorrect. If you cultivate the spirit within you that you have changed your thinking and are reconsidering, then the game is over. Chapter 7. Accelerate your progress and learning. What is your most valuable financial asset? It's not your home, your investments, or your bank account, your most valuable asset is your earning potential. This is what is most valuable. You can lose your house, your car, your money, and all your possessions, but as long as your earning capacity remains intact, you can recover everything by navigating the market again. Your earning potential is invisible and limitless. Assessing its value is challenging. Two individuals with the same IQ and background may graduate from the same college and start working together. After 10 years, one may earn 5 to 10 times more than the other. Why does this happen? The explanation is simple. Your earning potential can be worthy of criticism or praise, depending on you. Over time, your earning capacity can either increase or decrease. As time passes, your evaluative legacy becomes more valuable. What you learn throughout your life allows you to continuously enhance your knowledge and skills, which in turn develops your earning capacity. This value will be recognized when your worth increases, resulting in higher earnings. According to the cause and effect principle, as your earning capacity grows, the value of your contributions in the competitive market will also rise. Enhancing your knowledge and skills is akin to using high-octane fuel in your engine, which is essential for reaching your destination. Learning new skills and acquiring information is like pressing your accelerator for more income. You need to learn more skills for greater earnings. The famous basketball coach Pat Riley said, "If you're not getting better, you're getting worse." Unfortunately, most people's earning potential remains stagnant or declines, resembling inflation that doesn't grow more than 3% annually. Consequently, many people merely work jobs. However, the top 20% of earners in our society continuously increase their earning potential and contribute remarkably to their companies and teams. They read good books, pursue quality educational paths, and seek additional knowledge consistently. They are always eager to learn something new because they understand that learning and growth are key to success. Their future depends on this. Your first goal should be to make yourself valuable and useful so that you become sought after. You cannot achieve this by leaping ahead all at once. It requires starting small. Begin with a little, then gradually move toward the more difficult tasks. Pause there for a moment, achieve some results, and then move forward. You will find yourself in a position to achieve better results than anyone else in front of you, and your usefulness will always remain intact as someone who contributes valuable input. As your reputation builds, you will be able to attract attention, which will facilitate your progress. Your compensation will increase, and you will experience promotions in every area of your career, whether it's your own business or working for another organization. Chapter 8. Overcoming your doubts. The greatest challenge you have faced in life so far is conquering fear and summoning courage. Fear is humanity's greatest enemy. Franklin D. Roosevelt once said that the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. He meant that the sensation of fear can be more frightening than the thing itself. Worry, stress, and anxiety are the real culprits behind fear. When you start developing the habit of courage and unwavering self-confidence, a new world of possibilities opens up before you. Imagine if you were not afraid of anything in the world, what dreams you could dare to pursue. The good news is that, like other habits, the habit of courage can be learned by practicing it repeatedly. We need to consistently confront our fears and summon the courage within us to face the ups and downs of life fearlessly. The journey to conquering fear and developing courage can begin by identifying those things that trigger your doubts. Most fears are rooted in the environment of our childhood and the impressions it left on our minds, often linked to destructive criticism. This gives rise to two types of fears: the fear of failure, which repeatedly tells us, "I can't do it," and the fear of rejection, which prompts us with, "I must do it." Being trapped by these fears leads us to preemptively assume that our money will be lost, time will be wasted, or emotional investments in relationships will come to an end. We become so sensitive to others' potential criticisms that we shy away from taking any action or making new moves due to our own inner debates. Our fear can render us ineffective and helpless, preventing us from taking meaningful steps toward fulfilling our dreams and goals. When surrounded by fears, we hesitate to try anything new or think differently. We get anxious, which causes unnecessary delays, and we fail to reach any conclusions. We continuously make excuses to satisfy ourselves instead of moving forward. We often look back instead. Fear can leave us feeling so hopeless and broken that we become entangled in questions like, "Did I do anything?" Knowledge can also breed fear. When we have limited information, doubts and insecurities take over, leading us to feel anxious and stressed about our work. Ignorance breeds fear of change, fear of the unknown, and fear of attempting new or slightly different approaches. However, the opposite is also true. Gathering extensive knowledge about a particular subject instills courage and confidence in us. You can experience this reality in the parts of your life where there is no fear, and you know what you are doing. In any situation, you will be able to confidently assess what is happening. Fear can also stem from illness. The fear of fatigue and sickness can hinder our work and efforts. When you are physically incapacitated, fear and frustration close in on you, making you wonder when you will be healthy again, and when you will regain the strength to work with enthusiasm and energy. Whether the fear is small or big, write it down and make a list of it, noting all your concerns, stresses, and burdens one by one. Reflect on both your work life and personal aspects to identify which concerns have been looming over you. Consider the anxieties and stressors that keep you clinging to jobs you dread or enduring relationships that do not bring you happiness. The most common fears, failure and rejection, haunt nearly everyone. Due to the fear of failure, some people cover up their mistakes or fail to take appropriate action. People waste a lot of energy trying to fit in, constantly worrying about how to present themselves to society and what they can do to be accepted. They often lack confidence in their abilities, feeling afraid to make decisions independently. This fear keeps them from reaching conclusions until someone else validates their choices. If you take the time to list the fears and anxieties that impact your behavior and thinking, you will be able to identify which of these fears is the most significant, one that has the greatest effect on your actions. You can then focus on overcoming that specific fear by engaging in activities that help you build the courage and confidence you desire. The more you repeat a particular practice, the more it becomes a habit. To achieve worldly success, the most crucial quality you can cultivate is courage, which is often rooted in your goals and aspirations. This involves stepping out of your comfort zone and taking on new challenges rather than opting for an easy path. True achievement comes from taking risks. The future belongs to those who are willing to take them, not to those who seek security. The rules of life are quite paradoxical. The safer the path you choose, the less you will achieve. If you want more opportunities, be ready to take more risks. The more risks you take, the greater your chance of success. Chapter 9 emphasizes that you should not stop until you achieve success. A vital attribute of success is self-discipline, which relies on your character and willpower. It allows you to decide what you should and shouldn't do and keeps your enthusiasm alive, driving you toward your goals without distraction. Living a dedicated and self-disciplined life pays off, and this trait is essential from the very first step of your journey until you reach your ultimate goal. Self-discipline aids in planning to achieve your objectives, allowing you to adapt and revise your plans based on new information. It helps you set your daily tasks and prioritize effectively, focusing on what matters most. Every day, self-discipline plays a crucial role in your personal and professional development, ensuring you know what you need to learn to strengthen your belief that you can achieve your goals. Financial independence is a universal need that can only be maintained through self-discipline. It acts as a tool that keeps your thoughts focused on turning your dreams into reality, steering clear of fear and doubt. Maintaining a positive and healthy mindset during work, and overcoming challenges like anger, anxiety, or frustration, greatly benefits from self-control. When faced with a tough challenge, it is your self-control that helps you confront it head-on. Many successful individuals have achieved their goals through self-control and perseverance, remaining undeterred by obstacles along the way. Their steadfast commitment has developed an inner resilience that prevents them from straying from their path. Many entrepreneurs and business leaders attribute their success to this determination, giving them the willpower to remain undistracted by any hindrance. Regardless of the field you are advancing in, this capacity will prove to be beneficial on your path to success. Achieving success often comes from taking one step forward, even when you feel like quitting in the face of failure. This spirit of perseverance is what has led many great individuals to significant achievements throughout history. In reality, it is during times of trouble that patience and courage are truly tested, and it is by passing this test that one achieves great success. Most people dream of having substantial wealth. That is their goal, and they desire financial independence. Almost everyone dreams of becoming a millionaire. Achieving this goal is not difficult, provided you have the strong will to work hard and persist over the long term. However, the most important aspect of becoming a millionaire or achieving any other goal is not the goal itself. Goal attainment depends on whether you first make yourself worthy of achieving the goal. To attain something you've never achieved before, you must become someone you've never been. You need to develop qualities and traits within yourself that you've never had before. You must learn skills and gain the abilities that you didn't possess previously. To achieve great success, you must also become a great person. According to your own definition, if you truly want to achieve genuine success, you need to create a mental image of yourself as a successful person. Chapter 10 is about preparing for your journey. Preparation is a hallmark of professionalism and is a characteristic of successful individuals in any field. When you immerse yourself in your business, you'll find that great achievers invest more time in preparation than average individuals do. Those who struggle to survive in any business often achieve the pinnacle of success by adopting that same business. Top performers prepare thoroughly, considering every detail seriously before starting their work, essentially preparing for the journey. Professional travelers develop the habit of preparing extensively before embarking on any trip, from packing to planning, so they don't have to worry or think much before starting a new journey. They begin by making a list of all the items they will need for their next trip, relying on written notes rather than memory. This is their first step. Next, they lay out all the items they plan to take with them. Finally, they pack everything well in advance, as if they are about to leave for the airport immediately. Business travelers understand that in the rush of packing and leaving quickly, important items might be left behind. This can create unnecessary inconvenience for themselves and the travel management staff from the moment they arrive at the airport to boarding the plane. For a better journey, and to reach their destination safely, they can adopt a technique. Consider what the worst-case scenario might be. They continually ask themselves, "What's the worst that could happen on this trip?" and proceed with caution, always contemplating possible issues until they reach their destination. Your ability to reach the chosen goal must be clear from the outset. Instead of thinking about it after departure, it's better to consider every aspect well in advance. By doing so, uncertainty will diminish, and the chances of achieving your specific goal will increase. Remember this motto: a good start means you've done half the work. Successful individuals always remain alert and aware of all aspects related to their endeavors, especially when starting a new journey or campaign. They never rush their work. Their goal is to ensure nothing is overlooked that could require unnecessary stops later. They don't assume everything will go smoothly, as many people do for the sake of complacency. Successful people understand that no one else will care about their work as much as they do. Consequently, the likelihood of achieving their key goals dramatically increases, and this has nothing to do with luck. So, friends, These were some excellent principles for achieving success. How did you find this audiobook? Please let me know in the comments, and I will continue to bring you more great book summaries. Until then, take care of yourselves. God bless America.